I grew up in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Yep, you all saw Black Klansman. It's a city full of megachurches. So many megachurches, I think we're up to a full gigachurch of storage. That's what it's like. My family's not religious. My parents are agnostics as far as they know. And that made Colorado Springs an interesting place to grow up. When I was in high school, the first gay-straight alliance formed at my high school, which was really awesome. But the school immediately was like, you can't do that, and they shut them down. And so the ACLU sued my high school on behalf of those students. And conservatives got very upset. And I've never really understood why, because when I was in high school, the ultimate gay-straight alliance in Colorado Springs was between our top mega pastor and his wife. I don't know if the name Ted Haggard rings a bell. He got caught buying meth from a male escort who he was also sleeping with. I was listening to the radio in Colorado Springs a while back, and Ted Haggard and his wife are still married, and he still has a church. It's a smaller church. It's focused on forgiveness. Presumably mostly of Ted Haggard. And Mrs. Haggard, still just a very committed hag. I'm not a cool person, it's fine. I know I'm not cool because I lost my virginity at the age I would want my daughter to lose hers. It's not my fault. I come from a long line of rigid rule followers, and I'm gonna give you an example. When I was a baby, I had leukemia, and my parents turned down a free Make-A-Wish trip to Disneyland for me because they were pretty sure I was gonna live. A while back, my mom told me that I can have her body turned into a diamond after she dies. Did you guys know that's possible? Cremation diamonds. Our bodies are carbon, diamonds are carbon. You can turn somebody's ashes into a shiny, sparkly rock. Now I hope my parents go at the same time so that I can get earrings. I did have cancer. Leukemia, of course, is when your body produces too many white cells, like Idaho. I think that the Trump presidency is an NRA conspiracy to trick liberals into buying guns. I do. I would never threaten the president. I just think Melania would look great in an all-black wardrobe. But here's the deal. I would never buy a gun from any existing gun store because I only want a progressive gun buying experience. I want to buy a gun from the back of a feminist bookstore, where I go back, and when I select the correct Simone de Beauvoir work, a panel swings out, and there's a secret back room. And in that back room, there's a team of lesbians assembling guns. From recycled aluminum and sustainable bamboo. And the lesbians ask me for a letter of recommendation written by one of my black friends. And I say, trick question, I would never ask my black friends to perform free emotional labor like that. And then they sell me a gun. And when I buy that gun, they donate a free gun to a child in Africa. That's the gun buying experience I want. I don't really have a type is a statement that is not true, but when I say it, I don't have to confront my own racism. Truthfully, I've dated a lot of large white men in okay shape. If you put all of my exes together in a room, it would look like a small rural liberal arts college's basketball team. I'm single now, and I'd like to meet a guy who supports my career, but who can provide our relationship with an emotional backbone, because I'm not very nurturing. The only living thing that I've been able to keep alive lately are 2 sweet potatoes that sprouted in my cupboard after I failed to eat them. Autism rates are on the rise, and apparently people think that one reason that's happening is that increasingly nerdy men are marrying increasingly nerdy women. And the reason that makes me think that I shouldn't have kids is the fact that I learned about it on an economics podcast that I listened to for fun. Basically, I need to find a guy who will go part-time or maybe take some years off when our kids are young. I am looking for a male wife. But also he has to sexually dominate me. Look, all I want is an egalitarian relationship where he does the dishes after I make dinner naked and in handcuffs. I just want to go Dutch at a nice restaurant that I'm not allowed to wear underwear to. I just want to split the mortgage on a beautiful suburban home with 1 golden retriever and 2 dog crates. Perverts. Look, I wrote that joke before I had ever been in a dog crate, but sometimes life imitates art. You guys are incredible. Sometimes audiences, when I tell that joke, get very tight, and you know what I say, haters gonna hate. Crater's gonna crate. I'm a woman, I go online, I like an adventure, and a term I've seen a lot lately is cum dumpster. And I don't like that as an insult because if you call me a cum dumpster, you're implying that I'm not the final destination for that cum. You're implying that I'm only a small component of a broader cum civil infrastructure. I'm just gonna be out on the curb on a Tuesday morning blocking a parking space with my legs up. Just a raccoon rifling through. What are you implying? That I'm having a lot of unprotected sex with many different men who all live in the same apartment complex? Because it seems like I'm having an awesome time and I'm saving a lot of money on gas. Gentlemen, I think the term you're looking for is cum landfill. Cum landfill. How many more times can I say cum in my set? It's several. I joined a dating site in LA. I joined a kink-specific dating site because I think it's really important to help support your local true crime podcast. And I was on there bushwhacking through a very spooky dick forest. And just right, left. And I started chatting with this guy, and it was the right amount of weird for a little bit. And then he texted me, and he told me that last week he was with a woman, and while he was with her, he made her come 50 times. 50 times? What are you, testing a hypothesis? Did I believe him? No. But if that was true, if he made a woman come 50 times last week, like, why are you texting me? You should still be bringing her broth. If I made a man come 50 times, he would die. Did I believe this guy? No, of course not. But part of my brain thought, what if? What if it's true? So I texted him back and I said, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. What is her number? Because I've never been with a woman and she sounds like a real confidence builder. Thank you guys so much. I've been Gale.